Do it yourself.
Garden spray group. We want you to think back to your childhood days. Your mom and dad made the most delicious things. Veggie sticks with hummus, chicken tenders, and smoothies filled with your favorite fruits and veggies. But imagine not having a privilege like that. Coming home from school, starved, but you couldn't eat because your family couldn't afford to have snacks for you after school. It was clear and simple. Your family had a really hard time getting food on the table. Put yourself in this child's shoes. Not just this child's shoes, but the 260,000 people that are going hungry in our community. 1 in every 4 people in San Mateo and Santa Clara County are going hungry or even starving every day. Second Harvest Food Banks help these people by handing out healthy food donated from farmers and grocery stores. But they can't do that on their own. They also need other people to help by donating fruits and veggies to people in need.
That's where we come in. We're using DIY garden sprays to help the garden by bringing in pollinators that will help our garden. Strawberries are one of the many plants that need help from pollinators. The spray smells sweet to the pollinators, which will attract them to not only our plant, but the whole garden, giving us better strawberries for the people in need. We chose this spray because in addition to helping the hungry, it also reduces unnatural pesticides, which have killed 90% of the monarch butterfly population.
Now it's time to tell you our plan of action. As you know, we're planning to grow strawberries. Did you know that California produces 80% of the USA's strawberries? We know that strawberries will grow well in California because strawberries like both sun and California has lots of sun. Also, the area we live in is the sunniest part in all of California. Wow. California is even nicknamed the Sunshine State. Our goal is to try to donate 2 pounds of strawberries every harvest. Our total cost will be $100 to $110 for everything. We'll need 1 essential oil, a separate garden bed, soil, spray bottles, and seeds. We will get it to the Second Harvest Food Bank by asking a 5th grade room parents to drive crews over. The reason we need a separate bed is because strawberries cannot be grown in a place that has other specific plants in it before, and we are not confident that those plants have not been grown there before, so we feel it's safe to just have a separate bed and separate soil.
Who are we donating to? How are we donating the produce? We are donating our produce to Second Harvest Food Bank. Their mission statement is, lead our community to ensure that anyone who needs a healthy meal can get one. The kindergartners and their buddies will be maintaining the garden. This will teach them to care for the community and be responsible. They will be caring for the community because they are harvesting and maintaining produce that will go to Second Harvest. The food bank will give the food to people who are hungry, which is helping the community because they'll be donating the food to Second Harvest, so they will kind of be donating to people in need.
The way our prototype works is we will spray 2 to 3 sprays onto a cotton ball and put the cotton ball next to the strawberry plants. Then the bees and butterflies will smell the sweet smell and come over and pollinate. Now you might be wondering, why can't you just spray the spray directly on the strawberries? That's because our spray isn't directly for the plant, it's to bring in pollinators that will directly help the plant. This shows that we understand what living systems need to survive and thrive by because we're bringing our plants pollinators. If strawberries didn't have pollinators, they couldn't grow. This spray will not only help our plant, but it will help the whole garden because once the pollinators come, may as well pollinate the rest of the plants.
The BCS mission states that Bullish Charter School offers a collaborative, experiential learning environment that emphasizes individual student growth. We feel that our way of having kinders and their 5th grade buddies spraying the garden twice a week helps the 5th graders and their kinders learn how to be collaborative with their buddies by working together to spray the garden while learning how to be independent by taking on some leadership. The 5th graders will mostly stand on the side watching the kinders as they do that most of themselves. Only give them simple instructions and a bit of encouragement. You may be thinking, how do the 5th graders learn? Well, the 5th graders will be learning as well. They will be learning to be good group members by not doing it all themselves and especially not taking advantage of the fact that the kindergartners won't tell their teachers that the 5th graders are doing most of the work and that the kindergartners aren't as good as doing things that they are. And all, that's why we think strawberries and DIY,
Do it yourself.
garden spray is a good solution for hunger. Vote for us, the awesome DIY,
Do it yourself.
garden spray group. Thank you.
Woo! Do you guys have any questions?
So how much space do you need to to grow enough strawberries for a 2-pound yield?
We're gonna have a garden bed that is, I think 10 by 28
inches?
Yeah. I thought it was 10.
So
Is
did you
that how
hear
much
Miss Brixton's
space?
question?
How did you figure out how much space you needed
So-
for that yield?
So, on Amazon, we found the one we wanted.
The bed we wanted.
The bed we
The bed we
wanted. It was, so, yeah, so like if we get chosen, we can send you the link for the Amazon
So
bed.
you're gonna bring a new garden bed in?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
how many strawberries are in a 2-pound yield? How many strawberries would that be?
There's not like an exact number, but
Just an estimate, a
Maybe
range.
20 or so.
maybe like.
And if you don't know, you can say we're not sure. We can get back to you.
We're not sure.
We're not sure.
We can get back to you. So,
Where's the new, where's the new garden bed one?
in the garden.
We were originally thinking of putting it by the kinder area, but we were afraid that some new students might have bee allergies, so we decided to put it in the regular garden.
Because like most kids would know to stay away from the regular garden if they got the allergies.
Is
But it
this
could be better.
more specifically where in the garden?
Yeah, is there
Feels like
space
it's
there?
there's no space there. It feels really full.
That, and I'm also wondering if
The
there was
orange essential oil?
if there was a specific reason why you guys chose to invest more money in a new garden bed when we have a bunch of unused ones already on campus in the garden.
So,
Was there a reason for that?
yeah, so we researched something and we found out that strawberries can't be grown in soil that has
Tomatoes,
grown tomatoes, lettuce,
a lot of other
other
plants that were
in it
in the
before.
garden.
So
And
we're not sure if they've been grown before because we don't really have a record of that. So we felt that it was safer to get another bed and more soil, just because if our strawberries don't grow, it would kind of be wasting so much money because for the seeds and the spray bottles and everything, we got everything ready. And
So you feel like it would be your odds of growing better strawberries would go up if you had a planter box that's never used, that's never grown anything else.
No, we would get strawberries only if there was a different bed.
I get
Or
it.
a
Got it.
different,
Got it. So what was the total cost for all of this?
100 to 120.
Because it depends on how many spray bottles or that kind of stuff you get.
This is like just a tiny.
So what was the range?
$100 to $110.
And do you have a spreadsheet or a budget for any of the things you would buy? Or you would need to buy?
No.
Is that for the planter bed and all the new soil and the spray and the strawberries?
And
Yeah,
the
it's
sprayers.
everything in all.
Yeah, everything and all.
But I know how to find them again on Amazon and Target.
How big is that planter box?
It would be
Not very big, around like this.
Okay.
a small, like smallish.
And did you go to the garden to figure out where this new planter box would go? Would it go alongside the other ones? Would it go against the fence?
It would go.
No.
We didn't go to
But
the garden.
but I was thinking that we can do it. We can try to figure out where the sun most hits, and we can put it in that area.
So when you say it's 10 by 28, that's inches, right?
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
So it's about the size of one of those stream tables that
Like
we use in fourth
around
grade.
this size, we would say.
10 inches by
I just
28.
wanna
We don't
know.
I thought, sounds like you guys need to do a little bit more research on the specifics and the logistics.
Yes.
Especially about with the spreadsheet. A spreadsheet would have been very helpful for the sharks to see.
And I would recommend measuring it exactly,
Yeah.
and then walking to the garden with your measuring tape and seeing if it could actually
Where it would go.
fit and if it would even work.
That's real world. That's real life.
Okay.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.